Hello, hi. Doing good. I was like wondering if like anyone will actually come for like the right stream. Because this is not the most popular thing. Okay. Okay, I think I have all of these, and I think I have all of these. I mean, the post Thanksgiving commas. Okay. I don't even know. Okay, where's my... Okay, to have this up. 1 second, I need to like log in on OBS. Okay. Yep, the fuck. What? Oh, okay. I was forgetting like what my password is. Recover. Save. Skip. Oh, okay. Okay, now I'm ready. Okay, let's go. I don't think it's going to be long. I don't know how much I have to talk about the characters and stuff, but yeah, anyway. Let's do it. Let's start recording and let's go. So I'll start with characters first, and then I will go with roads. I don't know if like I should separate roads tier list from endings tier list. Probably not. But yeah. Sometimes like ending is good, but road not so much. And otherwise. Probably I should not, because ending is part of the road. Yeah, anyway. Hello, welcome, Pocket Watch here, and it's about time for another tier list on the channel. So we finished to rewrite, and after this tier list, probably I'm going to start creating the tournament chart for next title. So let me know in the comments, as always, what you want me to play. I asked this on the rewrite episodes already, but hey, I still haven't made a pulse, so you still have a chance. Welcome chat as well, because we're doing this on stream, and yeah, we're going to start with characters tier list for rewrite, and then we're going to move into the roads tier list. So yeah, let's go. Let's start with Chibimov. Actually, let's move Chibimov later. Okay, Kotaro, the main protagonist. First character, and I already don't know what to say. I probably would give him an A, because like he's not very consistent, I would say. Like he depends on the road very heavily. I'm trying to maybe I'll put him on S, but I need to like think a little bit like what was happening with him exactly. Yeah, he's like depending a lot on other people, but also I don't know if we can say that he have like as much character growth. There's also like different Kotaro for each road basically, because they're all like different timelines basically, so he's changing depending on the road, like I said. Some of these Kotaros are weaker, some are stronger character-wise. Let's see, like Kotori Road Kotaro. He's just pretty chill overall, but I don't think he had that much of like character development and understanding, because that was like the premise road basically. I would say like that Kotaro was B. Then we had like Lucia. Actually, you know what? I think like Lucia Road Kotaro might be the worst one. Then we have Shizuru Road. Kotaro in Shizuru Road. He was in coma for some time. I don't remember how versatile he was with his weaponry in Shizuru Road. I know like he was like the best combatant basically in Akane Road and in Sakuya Road, I mean Chihaya Road. The Moon Road Kotaro was also pretty cool, I think. I have mixed feelings about Kotaro, to be honest, and I think like I will just keep it on A as the baseline. I don't think like he deserves to be bashed into B, but I don't think he's also the S. I'll just leave him on A. Let me know in the comments what do you think. Chat also, you can tell me what do you think about Kotaro on A. We'll like shuffle this later probably, but for now I will just leave it him on A. Better than Ricky from Little Busters. Yeah. If I remember correctly, on my Little Busters tier list, Ricky was like C? Or something? It was like very low. Okay, Kotori. Kotori, the third party of like everything. Our little druid. In love with Kotaro, but also scared of it. Because she saved him and effectively making him a familiar, per se. I think I will put Check it now, baby, now. Oh, right, I forgot that Kotori was doing this. Yeah, she always have like this like little puns that she's trying to make. I feel like Kotori is in general like fun character. And also quite deep like emotionally, I would say, because like you know, she became a druid in order basically to like save her parents. She had like PTSD from like being a kid and stuff. Like she's just trying to like there's like multiple layers on her character. I think I would put her on an A as same of as Kotaro. Like she's like scared of everything, but also like trying to do her best. And we can see how she's like getting like visibly broken basically in some roads, especially her own road. I can't say much about like other Kotori in like other roads, because like these characters basically exist on their own road, I would say. So yeah. Is she better than Kotaro? I don't think so. Not very close. Kotaro landed top 1 protagonist on the key 2020 poll. Yeah, I heard about this. I don't remember exactly how this poll went and stuff, but I remember it. Yeah. Someone like posted this on like Discord or something, if I remember correctly, at some point. Also, music is too silent, I think. 1 second. Maybe it was just too silent. Okay. Let's go with Lucia, the most violent character in the whole game. She's fun. I like Lucia. It doesn't mean I like her road. That's two different things. We are going to talk about roads later. Lucia's character is fun to be around with, but she's like, for the most part of the game, outside of her own road, she's like a walking gag. It's fun in a way. But like, I don't know, like even her character development is like kind of weird to me in her own road. I enjoyed Lucia, but not as much as other characters, I think. I will put her on B as like kind of medium. Like, she have a cool backstory. A tragic, cool backstory. But at the same time, like her whole character is like stuck in the past, I would say. Like, it's like her character is not moving very much from the standstill. She's moving and breaking out of her shell and stuff, but she's like quickly going back to what she used to be. It's very uneven. I would say it's a B. Okay, I will leave her later. Let's go with Shizuru. Shizuru is like, outside of Sakuya, she's like the most badass character. Okay, that's still Kotaro in like Terra Road and stuff, but Shizuru is just awesome. I love Shizuru. I like her backstory, how she just had like no choice basically on her powers, on what happened. How she tries to atone and her whole family situation, like not remembering her powers of like erasing the memories. She also had like incredible like fighting power, so nah, you know what? I like her more than Kotaro. I don't care. I like her more than Kotaro. And she have like the best like suit. She have like the best like outfit in the game, probably. You know what? I'm biased. I'm biased. I'm going to put her on S. I just love like pretty much everything about Chizuru. And also she's also the one outside of Kotori who saved Kotaro from like grave injury as well, risking her own life. Chizuru is awesome. Okay, how is it looking so far? I wonder if like anyone like want to bash me already in the comments. I would assume like people don't like me putting Shizuru on S. Probably. Okay, now Chihaya. Chihaya is fun, but kinda whatever. This is like fun, but kinda whatever. I don't know what to say more about her. Her backstory didn't really stick to me that much. Even though like she have a tragic backstory, it didn't stick to me that much. Like in her road to Lich, she had more like Sakuya development on her own. Yeah. You know what? I think I'll put Chihaya on C actually, sadly. I don't like, even though like she's like a walking gag basically, like Lucia. I think I may like Lucia. Actually, maybe not. Wait, let me think this through. Lucia, Chihaya. You know what? I will put. Huh. Okay, I will leave her on B for now. After Lucia. We'll see later what I will do with this. Let me know in the comments what do you think at this point. I'm considering one of them to put them on C. I don't know which one yet. What do you think? Would you put one of these on C or not? Please chat. Akane. I like this cult leader. Fun cult leader. Though she got... She like kinda annoying at some parts, but overall she's a very good character. Chihaya has a cookie cuter personality, yeah. Akane. The one that played us in the beginning of the game, that the supernatural doesn't exist and stuff. I think like her character has developed like well in all of the roads, because she's like she's like basically involved in all of the roads. So I will put her on A. I'm going to put her above Kotori. Above Kotaro probably. Oh, maybe not. I think I'm going to leave her on A. Like this. Actually, you know what? Because Kotaro is very inconsistent in roads and Akane is pretty consistent, I think I will put her actually above Kotaro. She's like showing her like character in every road. Her character fits in every road basically. Her obsession that came from the Sakura. With the transfer of mind. I will leave it like that for now. Let's go with Kagari. Kagari's... Huh. Kagari really only exists per se as the character in last two roads. And as much as I like her, her development is kinda whatever, I think, in general. But I like her. Right, I need to like think about who I like as well. Not just the development. Okay, I'm going to put her on like top B. And I'm going to... Do I want to change her to C? Yeah, not yet. I don't think like we have that much like development for her in general. She's like just cool, I would say, but overall she's just there, I would say. Kagari ended up being my favorite after Harvest Festa and the anime. The first season can consider as Kagari Road after all. Okay, I never seen anime of Rewrite. I'll play Harvest Festa at some point though. Not right after, but I'm going to put Rewrite Harvest Festa as some kind of like side novel I will be like reading in the background and uploading from time to time. Just it's kinda short. So I'll just leave it like that. Now we have the Asaka. Asaka's the GOAT. I love Asaka. Asaka is cool. Asaka's awesome. The mentor, the trainer, the one of the top like Guardian members, always being step ahead. Cool friend for Kotaro in a lot of roads. The one who take in Shizuru after she raised her parents basically and stuff. I love Asaka. I'm going to put Asaka on S. Like, this guy is just aura farmer. Especially like when we go into like Terra Road and stuff. I love him. Okay, so now we have Mido. Guy with fire familiar. To be honest, I don't care about Mido at all. I literally don't care about him. I'm going to put him on D. I literally don't care about this guy. Like, he had like his 5 minutes. The rebel branch of Gaia. But I don't care about this, really. Like, he helped develop like Kotaro in one of the roads by saying like you are like me and stuff like this, but he's just there. I'm just going to leave him here, I think. Nishikuju, the member of Guardians, the throwing knives and other things. Specialist. Okay. So overall, we have like very little of Nishikuju in the game. I think we had a very little of her. The most we had in the Terra Road, where also there was not as much as you would like, probably. She's okay, but I would say like she's on C. Like, to be honest, I also don't care that much about Nishikuju, but she's appearing in the game multiple times. She is helping, she have cool powers. But she's like... she's just there, I guess. Mido is kind of cliche, but I wish he were more relevant in the roads. Yeah, true. Like, he basically showed up at the end of like Terra Road. On the CG. And in the messages as well. But outside of this, yeah. And Nishikuju is, like I said as well, like... she helped like a few times. We had to fight her a few times. She had like actually kinda okay character. But I don't know, she's just there. She really feels like a background character. Like, just the support one. Let's go with Sakuya, the other character that have his own road. I mean, Chihaya Road, Sakuya Road, yeah. Like, this is the guy that have like the most character development and the most impact in Chihaya Road. Like, How do you make Chihaya road and it ends up his road? Like, how is this? Like, this guy is the GOAT. Like, this is like probably my favorite character. Like, Sakuya is fucking awesome. Sakuya is probably my, like, you know what? Okay, I'm going to put like add row above. I'm going to put like Sakuya on his own tier. I love Sakuya. Like his whole like backstory and like how he's repeating basically what used to happen, how he has similar abilities to Kotaro, his whole relation with Chihaya, like this guy, like his sacrifice later in the moon, like god damn it, like the GOAT, okay, the GOAT. I'm just putting him on the GOAT list. Like, this guy is just awesome. And I'm going to make it purple. I don't know, and also, like, he's, like, the only, like, character outside of Asaka, really, who, like, trained Kotaro, per se. Like, Kotaro in, like, his road was, like, the most versatile in his powers. In his, like, Aurora powers, because they had similar fighting styles. Like, both sides of him, like the familiar side and the one when he, like, basically is just a butler. Like, everything about him is cool. I don't know if anyone thinks differently, but I really like Sakuya. Let me know in the comments if you agree or not. Okay, next we have the other GOAT. For different reasons. This is the bro. This is Yoshino. The one we always fight with. Our best friend and the rival at the same time. I like Yoshino. Sing the theme song. Yoshino, Yoshino. Saikyo Yoshino, something like that. Yeah, and Yoshino have his own song. True. There's like a lot of gags with Yoshino. He's also slapping some sense into Kotaro in some roads. He's awesome. I don't think he's like on the GOAT level like Sakuya. But I like him a lot. He may not have like the best like character development because he mostly stayed the same until like, you know, like end of the road or like middle somewhere. And when he appears and he starts understanding something, then like he's different when he like understands like Kotaro gets stronger. He loves Kotori, so there is also that. Even though he doesn't have like that much of character development per se, I would say I'm going to put him on A because I really like him. He's just cool. Like his coolness is the thing that like carries him. Above Kotori, I think I like him more than Kotori, to be honest. Even without like development, I think yeah, like Kotori is like falling down the more like, characters I'm tier listing. It seems. Kotaro, nah, Kotaro's better. But we are going to leave them next to each other so they can like have their eternal duel with each other here. Like, we cannot separate these guys. Like, come on, like, these bros must be, like, together here. They need to, like, just smack each other's. Time for duel. Once again. Imamiya. Imamiya, the character that shows up, like, one time in like early like games. Okay, maybe twice. He's the one that made us cry for Chipimov. And then he appeared basically in the Terra Road. Imamiya is okay, but I don't care about him that much, to be honest. Like, it was cool to see him in the game, but I don't know. I don't enjoy Imamiya that much. I think I would put him on C together with Nishikuju. But I like his character better than Nishikuju, probably. They're like pretty much the same. Kinda like they exist, but I don't really care about them. But I think like I like Imamiya character better. Okay. Let's go with the next one. Next one is... What was her name? She goes to D. The journalist. What was her name? E something. Inoue. Yeah, okay. Thank you, chat. Well, what I can say, she just exists to make Kotaro like journalist journey to exist and send her info. And then in Kotori Road, she's the one that gives Kotaro the info about like familiars and stuff, basically. Like the hidden SD card. And we don't care about her really that much. I thought like she's going to have more impact since she like disappeared in the forest. Like we're going to find her, like rescue her maybe, and something is going to happen. But no, she just disappeared pretty much from the game. Okay, now we have like Kotori parents. We don't have much about Kotori parents, but I like how they showed that they still have like consciousness, basically, as the familiars. You know what? I care about them more than these two. I'm going to put them on C. These are so low that even like the familiars are better than them. I like how emotional like the game became when like we're talking about them. How Kotori is trying to save them. Like the whole thing about them being like familiars and then like showing that they still remember, basically. So they're like kind of like Chibimov. They have like lingering memories. That was awesome. And they're like sacrifice. I'm putting them below these two because they just exist and there's like one scene with them, but they were cool. Okay, well, I just leave these for the end, probably. Yeah, let's do the Chibimov. I'm going to put new row for Chibimov. Add row. And we're gonna call it... Oh, God damn it. I hate this. Okay. Muff. Chibimov is awesome. Chibimov is awesome. And like, it's always fun having Chibimov around. There were like plot twists as well, with Chibimov being actually a familiar in the Pero. We had emotional part of it as well going on in like Kotori Road and also later in like Terra Road. Like, he has surprisingly a lot of development, basically, for a pet. Like, if I would like put him like normally on the tier list instead of like, you know, on like kinda meme whatever like tier, I probably would put him on B just because he was fun. And also with like emotional part, probably like somewhere in the middle. Yeah, I felt like about Chibimov like more emotional than Chihaya. I probably would put like Chibimov like in between Lucia and Chihaya. Yeah, Moff was awesome. These interactions with Kotaro as well. Like... Okay, what do we have then? We have Pani and Gil. I like Gil more than Pani. It's more memorable. But I don't care about them that much, to be honest. They don't strike to me as like that much of like important characters that like stick in my head. There's like just one part where like they're sacrificed basically themselves in one of the roads. I forgot which one. That was, I think, Chihaya Road. Yeah, that was Chihaya Road? And I think in Shizuru Road... No, maybe it was Shizuru Road. I don't remember. Anyway. The artificial familiars, right? They were fine, but kinda like... I need to put them like both probably on C. Actually, I'm going to put Gil above... I think like Gil is more fun to have on screen than Nishikujo in general. I think like I will put Gil above Nishikujo but below Imamiya. Pani is also just there. I don't remember that much of the Pani. There's always like putting Gil in order. Actually, Gil is Actually, Gil might be actually above Imamiya. Gil is fun. He was funny. Pani... I think like she strike me even less than like Kotori parents, I think. Yeah, I don't remember much of Pani and I don't really care about her, I think. Gil was memorable, like Gil was like fun to have on screen. You always knew like some kind of like weird shit is going to happen. Like he's going to make up something. Let me in the comments what do you think about Gil and Pani. Do you enjoy these characters? I wonder. Okay, what else? I will go with Sakura first. Sakura. Kashima Sakura, the leader of Gaia, basically. The one that wants like to basically destroy the world. She probably knows that there's no point of return already, but she doesn't care. She's like straightforward like villain, but with like big brain. Like she's not like cliche villain per se. Like she wants destruction, but she's doing like it in like various ways. Like she's plotting actually stuff. But we don't have like much of her. Like she's basically in the background as the aura farmer. But she didn't appear that much in the game. Huh. To be honest, I'm not sure what to do with her. I think B or C. Like... somewhere on B or C. What do you think? Where would you put like Sakura Kashima in this whole tier list? Like she's a cool character, like personality wise, but she's like kinda non-existent at the same time. Like she's always in shadows. Maybe that's her perk, actually. Just having a presence in the background. I think I will put her on B. What do you think? Who's on chat? We have like 3 people. Okay. I think I will put her on B because like she's like basically manipulating everything from behind the scenes. She's the mastermind. We don't need her on screen to feel her presence. Yeah, I think like I will put her on B. She's okay. I wish we had more of her in the game. Shimako. Probably the second strongest familiar user outside of Sakura. She's still a kid, she still cannot talk, she managed to talk later and stuff. And she's like a disciple for Akane. I don't know, I feel like she's just there. She's like cool in general, like we have cool scenes with her, but she's just there. I still think she's better than Gil though, like she could have more impact. But I don't think like in general like she's that great. Like she's alright, but that's it. Like there's not that much of her development. She's not that much on the screen. Can she manipulate the big like Tyrannosaur or not alone? I don't think she can, right? She can't manipulate the T-Rex alone. Or she can, I don't remember. Anyone can remind me? I remember she could like manipulate like multiple familiars at the same time. But I don't remember if she could like use the T-Rex thing. Is chat broken? 1 second. I will check if... Is it broken? No, I don't think so. No, it's not broken. Okay. You're just silent. Okay, so I will just leave her there. I think. I'm going to leave her on C. In that case. Okay, let's leave Shimako on C. She didn't aura farm or anything. She can have multiple familiar spots outside of it, yeah. And now we have Jasmine. This is just character that exists there. She helps Kotaro. She's the one that was saved by Kotaro in the Terra Road, and she's the backbone of the operation, basically. Of everything that's happening in the Terra Road. And to be honest, I care about her more than Mido and Inoue. Yeah, I will put her still on D, because we don't really have her on screen or like in the game. We have very little interaction with her. But she's like almost C, I would say, anyway. But yeah. Anyway, I think like that's going to be the tier list for the... I think we have all characters, right? Did I miss anyone? If I missed anyone, chat let me know. and let me know what you think. Like, would you change something? Okay, YouTube. Let's see. Do we want to like change something? Do I want to change anything? The goat. Shizuru and Asaka on the S tier. I'm going to put Asaka before Shizuru because Asaka is basically almost the goat. Luis. Luis don't have a sprite in game, so I didn't put like characters that doesn't have sprite here. Luis probably, if I would put Luis, I think I would put Luis on like the GOAT, or like put him on his own tier as the hero. Like, he was the GOAT for Kotaro character. His sacrifice basically made Kotaro in Terra Road. He has his own design in the anime though. Oh, interesting. Didn't knew that. But yeah, like Luis is basically like somewhere on AS or the GOAT. Somewhere around there. Like his character basically developed Kotaro character. Without Luis, we wouldn't have Kotaro from the Terra Road. The guy was the GOAT. Okay, let's see. Akane on A. Is she better than Kotaro? Actually, you know what? Maybe I would change this a little bit. Let's put Kotaro before Akane. Then we have Akane. Yeah, that feels better for me, I think. Yoshino and Kotori. Surprisingly, that feels okay for me. I think I like Yoshino more than Kotori. Kotori is sweet, but I think the Yoshino just cool vibes just win. Kagari, I like her, but she's like lacking in development. But still, I like her better than Lucia and Chihaya. Is any of these two going to see? Lucia and Chihaya. You know what? Overall, Chihaya is cool, but she's like kind of helpless. I'm going to degrade Chihaya to C. I'm sorry. I think like Lucia overall, like I have better memories with Lucia. And Chihaya have no mate scene. That would be the strongest mate if we would have like mate outfit for her. Lucia was like more present, had like more presence in the game in general. She also was like walking like meme basically with like her like just hitting people and in general. But like her character, I don't know, like I like Lucia more. And Sakura's aura farming from the shadows. I think like Chihaya going down, or on the like B, but like at the end. What the chat thinks. I'm considering putting her on C, but nah, C is too weak. I think like no. We are going to leave her on B, but like at the end. I don't think like she deserves to be put with these characters on C. Like these, like their existence basically is there, with like minor appearances or like me caring about them. So yeah, I will put Chihaya on like last B. And these don't really matter that much, but they're like in correct order, I think. And then we have here Jasmine, here and okay, yeah. So I think that's going to be the tier list. So, no one's like voicing anything, any like anything bad about the tier list on the chat. So I think we are good with this. So YouTube, that's the tier list for the characters. That's the characters part. We're going to have separate video for the roads, and this may be totally different from what you see here. Some of the characters are going to be lower, some of the characters are going to be higher. So we'll see that in the next video. But for this video, let me know in the comments what do you think about this tier list. What would you change? And yeah, do you agree with me or not? So yeah, thank you for watching, thank you for being with me for the rewrite. Also let me know in the comments what you want me to play next. As I mentioned before, because we are going to have a new pools. And yeah, I will see you in the next videos and stuff. So for now, Pocket Watch, let's get out. I forgot to make like typical outro and stuff, but okay, so we're going to save this. And then we are doing the roads tier list now. Here's the roads. Going to do the roads tier list. I still don't know if I should separate roads from endings, but I will go with roads, like overall, for now. Now when I like made like the rewrite character tier list, now I think like I'm like near the end of like recording IO visual novel that I'm playing as well on the channel, and I have no fucking idea how the tier list will look. I had like overall like image of tier list in my head on for rewrite, but I have no idea what to do with IO. Like this thing is just such a mess. I have no idea. But anyway, let's go with the roads. Well, welcome, Pocket Watch here, and it's about time for another episode, and actually another episode of tier lists per se. Because last episode we did characters for rewrite, and this time we are having a tier list for roads. I was considering separating roads from endings, but I don't think overall that would be a good idea. Maybe it would. Maybe we are going to do this on this one episode. Basically, I will like shuffle to show you like my endings tier list. So this video is going to be actually a little bit longer. But yeah, let's just look at all the roads that we have in the game, and let's see how they will place themselves. First, Kotori Road. Kotori Road is like the most basic road. I can like when I played Kotori Road, I understood like when I played like later roads, I understood like why Kotori Road, like people say like it should be like the first to play. Like it gives you like a lot of like backbone of the plot as like third party, and you don't know much yet. I don't know like if I played roads in like order that like people consider as the good order, but yeah, I'm glad I did like Kotori Road as first. Kotori Road is fine, I would say. Like, it's sweet with mostly like Kotori, like tragedy basically in the background. Like, she doesn't really want to be involved with the key and this whole like war going on between Gaia and Guardians, but she's doing this because she have hope for like reviving her family. I like how this is like, it's not like ideology that she's like following, but she's like the most like human character, I would say. Like, she just have like PTSD from being a kid. Like, there was an accident and then, you know, like, she lost her parents, her parents, and she just want to bring them back. And she found out that, hey, I can have like magic powers basically that can like make like an animated object move. So yeah, maybe I can find a way to revive them. And that's her purpose. Also, she saved Kotaro. She's afraid of loving Kotaro and being involved with him because she thinks that she's basically his master and he's a familiar. So her love also cannot fruit through the road. I like basically like how normal her road is, per se. She's like already also like ready to give up basically on Kyo and everything. They just gave up and just tried to run away. I think like it's a good start to put her on B because there's like not like really a lot of like action per se. This is the most grounded road, but also like with like very little info overall. Yeah, I think I will leave like Kotori Road as B. Let's go to Sakuya Road. Chihaya Road. Yeah. She doesn't exist. Chihaya just doesn't exist in her road. Let's just say it. Sakuya carry everything here. I like this road only because like of like interactions with Sakuya and Kotaro. Sakuya and Kotaro were awesome. I will put this above Kotori probably, because just like Sakuya vibes together with Kotaro and how Kotaro for the first time get lost in his rewrite and stuff. And this is the part where we also got to see Shizuru fighting for the first time, and like in general like this road is kind of fire, but not entirely. It have like low points, but overall it's kind of fire. It have Mido in it, and like Mido part is kind of whatever. Yeah, like Chihaya helped there with Mido. We had also fights with the big familiars from the like Mido and the other two guys. So yeah, it was fire, but kinda like, yeah. And also we had Kaiju basically. Kaiju fight there as well. At some point, right at the end, if you think about this. Should I put this on A though? Maybe not. I'm considering A for this road, but probably not. Shizuru. I will go with Shizuru Road for now. Shizuru Road. So, to be honest, I don't remember much of Shizuru Road. I love Shizuru character. I love her design, their interactions with Kotaro and stuff, but I think like her road is kinda bad. I don't remember exactly even like what happened there. Like, she was in coma for most of it. Like, most of like her road is, I think, like Kotaro learning about what happened before. Ending was cool. I liked ending. It was confusing, but I liked the ending. I don't remember the purpose of like Shizuru Road. It was just like cool action-packed road, I think. Like the point of like Chihaya Road was like Sakuya Redemption, basically. Kotori with like her point of like road was like her struggles with the past and how she decided to let go to see the future at the end. And Shizuru, I don't remember. They were trying to catch the key. They were trying to kill the key. I don't remember. I just because it has Shizuru in it, I will put this on C. But I don't like. I like her backstory. How like she forced, basically, she unconsciously forced her parents to forget about her. I like the whole like eating sauri thing because it was like emotionally attached to her parents. How Kotaro tried to recreate the event, which sadly never happened ultimately. I hoped it would. We had like Shizuru maid outfit, but it doesn't matter here. I don't know. I don't think like I can put her higher. I don't want to put her on D, so I think I will just put her on C. Let me know in the comments what do you think. Like, Shizuru Road is hard for me to decide. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what do you think. Lucia Road. Lucia Road is uneven as hell. Lucia Road is like terrible to judge. Like, I had a lot of fun with Lucia Road in the beginning. Like, beginning with like Asaki Haruka stuff, the mystery that was going on around. We trying to like figure out like who Asaki Haruka was and stuff. Like the bulbs exploding and things like this. That was cool. Then we have like the best date in the whole game, basically, scene. So that's also props. This is the best romance, probably. Yeah, like we have like the best date here. Then I think like second half of Lucia Road basically fall down. Like it wanted. I feel like Lucia Road tried to be a like romance road, and then it added like I don't even know what. Her like going back to the old self. So basically deleting her like character development. So we have to save her and promise her that we are going to accept her, even though we accepted her a long time ago and she had a lot of proof for that. I don't know, like I didn't like the second part of Lucia Road. She had a cool fight though at the end. She's so uneven. I will put, okay, definitely above Shizuru Road. Because I don't really remember Shizuru Road. It didn't strike to me that much. Maybe I'll put this on B actually. It's uneven, but it was cool. I feel like she deserves C, to be honest. I feel like this road deserves C. Like, even though it had like a lot of like good moments, it also had like a lot. Like, I think like this is the. Even though I don't remember Shizuru Road, I know. I feel like it was just action packed, and we were like hunting the key in general. I don't remember. But for Lucia Road, the thing I remember is that in the second part, it was very hard for me to read. I was like almost sleeping. I was doing my best to like sit down and record Lucia Road. I was like forcing myself to read Lucia Road for like second half until like the very end when we had like a like we were like near the end after like the nukes were like happening. Like she basically gave up, released the poison and everything. When she like gave up on everything, that part went like emotionally up once again. But everything like between like the date up to the point where like she appeared again, like gave up and stuff, that was like boring as fuck. I'm considering the bot is like even lower than Shizuru just because of this. I don't have like that fond memories of this road, even though like I think Ryukishi tried too hard on the horror part. I like the first part more, though. Like the first part with Saki Haruka I liked more. Like the second part, that was the thing that was boring to me. I think like Lucia Road is the best up until the date. I think like we had a date and then like a little bit more, and then it just like plummeled down and then went up again a little bit. Like this is a cool like romance road, which adds some unnecessary stuff in the second part for whatever reasons. Okay, I will put her above Shizuru because I don't remember Shizuru Road. I remember it was just cool, but I don't remember it much. So, okay, I will just leave it like that for now. And other like YouTube comments, you can also tell me right now if you agree what I just said on Lucia Road, or you like Lucia Road. Maybe for you Lucia Road is A, who knows? But yeah. Let's go with Akane. Akane is probably A. It's one of the better roads. Kotaro is almost the strongest in A road, I think. I think like the strongest Kotaro in like general roads is in Sakuya. Yeah, I think like I mean in Chihaya Road. God damn it, Sakuya. The strongest Kotaro is like in Chihaya Road, but in Akane Road he have like versatility of like becoming a summoner as well. Gaia Perspective was very cool to read. That was the first road. Like basically with every other road with like Lucia and Shizuru, we knew a bit of like Guardian deal basically with everything. But we didn't really learn much about Gaia in Chihaya Road. We learned most of the Gaia stuff in Akane Road, and that was cool. We created the new world, we destroyed the world basically as well. I like how Kotaro character as well developed there, like... He was trying to stop Akane, but at the same time, he did not do that. I like the ending a lot as well. How they basically got exiled for what they did. I don't think there was like any part in Akane Road that I felt was bad per se. Maybe I'll put this on S actually. Trying to think for it now. I think I will leave Akane Road on S. I think that's just like one of the best roads. Overall, I don't think there was like anything that was like boring or anything like that. We had a lot of like characters development from like multiple fronts, and as well like a lot of like action scenes that were like very well mixed up together. Because Kotaro was like placed in the position that was like in the middle of everything. Like he was basically a bodyguard for Akane, and Akane being next in line for like becoming the next holy woman. Like he was just like cast in between of everything. That's why we had like everything basically. Mm. Okay, the music was like kind of stopping. Okay, I'll put this on S for now. Let's go with Moon Road. Um, Moon Road is okay, but not my favorite. I still have problems with putting my mind about around Moon Road. There was Sakuya sacrificing himself from all the timelines though, that was cool. It was confusing road, but also cool at the same time. We have Koto. This is like the first road where we have like actually Kagari showing up and having like first Kagari character development. We learned that there are like siblings Kagaris per se, and she was like trying to save the Earth. We have like Kotaro trying to transcend basically in his knowledge, rewrite himself to get higher knowledge to understand her. There was like a lot of like cool nuances, but it was very hard to follow. And we had Sakura Kashima for whatever reasons finding this like alternative plane and like attacking them with familiars. I have no idea how that happened. That was never explained really, how Sakura had power like this. I think like it's lacking information a little bit. B? Like in the middle? Maybe? I think I liked even Sakuya Road better, to be honest. I think like Moon Road is like extremely middle. It's probably hit or miss. I think if the Moon Road clicks, then the Terra Road will hit hard too. Terra Road hits hard regardless, though. Moon Road is just like very weird for me. I think I'll just put this in the middle of everything. It was cool, but at the same time, kinda like... what I'm reading? Terra Road is S. Like, this is like the best road in the game. Basically. Like, we have like, what if scenario, basically. Like, we have like good ending, per se, that we figured out in the Moon Road. We are following the path that Kagari from the moon woven for us. We got to learn the past of Kotaro. Jesus, why it's so loud? Okay. Okay, yeah. We learned like the past of Kotaro, basically, like what happened before the like normal rewrite roads, because most of the events from the Terra Road happened in normal events, but because we were in coma and we stopped aging and stuff, like we had this, but we had like glimpses basically of like people knowing Kotaro from the past, like Asaka, Imamiya, like people knew him from the past. And that was like cool to find out. That was extremely cool. I love how they like woved Terra Road to some point being the same, and then it branched into like something else. How we, instead of like trying to do our job and like get Kagari, we decided to let her go, and that's the branching point. I really like how they played this. And also the end, like, it also, like, tying up as well, like, very well with, like, Moon Road, where, like, in Moon Road, Sakuya sacrificed himself from all the timelines to protect Kagari, basically. And he was like, the goat, once again. Sakuya's the goat. And that's why we have no Sakuya in Terra Road, because his essence basically doesn't exist. And instead of Sakuya, Kotaro became a new Sakuya. That was like cool. I love it. Kotaro rewrote himself, like, totally, and he basically became next Sakuya. They don't remember him, who he is. He looks differently, but he remembers them from other timelines too. Like this whole road, the fight. Then we have also Luis, who basically crafted Kotaro character per se by sacrificing himself when they like saved Jasmine and the other kids. Then we have like also like Kotaro being like double spy for both factions, stomping on very thin ice. Meanwhile, working on like with like his own organization that he's with contact with like Jasmine and everyone. Like, all the concept of this are so goddamn cool. I love it. Okay. I think, like, I can price it more. I think, like, you know what? Actually, I will put Akane on A. Just because, like, I don't think, like, Akane Road is so good as, like, Terra Road. I don't think, like, it's close. So I will move Akane to A. And then we have the Oppai. So we're going to make a tier above, of course, because this is the true ending of everything. Like, this is like the Oppai. This is the true peak road, where everything is simpler. Everything got saved. We won against Akane. We rewrote the universe, where the Booba saves the world. The best world possible, the best timeline. So yeah, everyone have like Oppaistic Day and stuff. That's a cool what if ending. This is like the simplest ending ever. Quite a meme, quite a meme. Let's call it like peak timeline. Okay, I think like this is going to be my tier list for roads. This is so sad for me that I feel like I have to put Shizuru on C, either here or here. But I love her character so much. This is so painful to me. Okay, what do you think? How does this tier looks to you? Is it good, or do you want to move something? What do you think? So YouTube, let me know as well. What do you think about this tier list? About right now, how it looks? Maybe I will move something, but I moved already Akane, so I don't think I will move anything. I'm still like wondering what I should do with Shizuru and Lucia here. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? I'm torn. I'm torn about these two. I feel like the rest fits pretty well for me. But these two I just cannot like place anywhere. But yeah, anyway. That would be for the roads tier list, but Should I do the endings tier list? Shizuru Road was great for me, and the Terra was quite mid for me. Chihaya could be higher. Interesting. The problem with Shizuru Road is like, I feel like it was just action-packed, and I remember Shizuru backstory, but I don't remember like, I don't think like it had a lot of purpose, per se. I don't know. Okay. Okay, so I don't know if this is going to be in one episode or not. Maybe it's going to be in one episode, but I'm going to save this. This is the tier list for the roads. Let me know in the comments what do you think about this. I think like it fits okay for me. Wonder what you would change. I see some actually quite a lot of changes on the chat. Like for example, like yeah, like Terra Road being mid. Shizuru was great. Yeah, and Chihaya could be higher. I can't quite agree with this personally. But this is a very interesting take. But I will save this. And I'm going to do the endings tier list. I don't know if this is going to be in the same episode as this one, or this is going to be separate. It's probably going to be the same, so we are having like 2 tier lists on one episode. But we'll see how long it will go. Like these are like pretty short. I don't talk much about this, so we'll see. But yeah, let's put these back. How do I delete pictures from the template? Reset. Okay. So, YouTube, welcome back. If this is another episode, this is another episode. If not, it's not. But we are doing the endings tier list. Hopefully I remember the endings of everything. I think I do, but let's see how the endings are going. If the endings, just endings, we are not going to consider like the build up to these endings, okay? We're just going to see like the end, how the story ended. So, let's start with Akane, as it is. Akane ending. They were like basically hiding their identities in the new world. Then they came up with everything that Kotaro and Akane did. And they got ultimately exiled on like the borders of this new world to like expand basically and like give reports and everything. But yeah, basically they are like exiled from society, but that was well deserved, I think. And they also like did it willingly, knowingly. I really liked the ending on Akane Road. I think that worked. I think that worked very well. I'm going to put this at least on A, I think. I like how they managed to change from like Akane being scared and closed up to opening up actually with everything. And how they are not forgiven for what they did, but they have to carry on with it. Like their choices had ultimately actually a meaning. It's not like they made him like, I don't know, burn on stake or anything. They have to carry on. And also we have this whole issue with like Holy Woman part, where Sakura Kashima consciousness basically was like eating away. Akane and in future possibly the Shimako. And they, if I remember correctly, they managed to like change the mindset of this transfer, and I don't think like the next Holy Woman is going to be as bad as the current one. As like Sakura and Akane were, because Akane were like terrible as well. I mean, she did the same thing as the Sakura because the transfer is basically like overtaking your mind. I think I would put this on A. I don't think, maybe on S? Oh, yeah, let's just put this on S, I think. I really enjoyed this ending. There's a lot of like little nuances that build it up in the end for this. Okay. Let's do the Sakuya road. Sakuya ending. Chihaya ending. Peak. Okay, maybe not peak, but I don't know what to do. A or B? Like Sakuya. God damn it, Chihaya ending. Stop it. Chihaya having to read the diary, I believe. She got a message from her family. Sakuya sacrificing himself. They fought with Sakuya. Sakuya became a vessel basically for the giant like thing that Akane was created. Sakuya had like one last training session with Kotaro. And Sakuya like finally managing to like getting in peace in his past. He managed to protect this time the person he wanted to protect. That was cool. But that's basically all of Sakuya stuff. Like Chihaya ending. What even happened? Like, okay, yeah, she lost Sakuya, so that sucked. But this is again Sakuya. That was cool, but A because Sakuya stuff. I don't remember much of like this ending outside of like Sakuya sacrificing, Sakuya becoming a vessel, the last one battle with Kotaro, Sakuya believing that Kotaro is going to continue protecting Chihaya like he did. Like that was like great, but I would just put this on A, I think. I really like ending interactions with Kotaro and Sakuya basically. But I didn't feel like, from like Chihaya perspective, I don't feel emotionally attached. More like emotionally attached to like Sakuya stuff. But I think like, yeah, I will just put this on A, I think. I will change it to B probably because it's like, vibe-wise, probably A. Like overall ending, probably B, because it's like half of it is good, right? Like we have like Chihaya stuff, which is not good. That is for me. But with the vibe, let's go and A for now. Kotori ending. So in Kotori ending, we basically ran away, gave up on like protecting the key. Kotaro got injured and was like sipping on Kotori life force. Kinda forced her to break the contract. Somehow managed to survive. We had someone stopping them from going to hospital. Probably no, not Akane. Probably someone from Gaia, because they were like the black dogs. So, yeah, Kotaro survived. He was like waking up in the hospital. What happened later? How this ultimately ended? I don't remember. I feel like I'm going to put this on C. Because it was like emotional. Like Kotaro was like trying to like, you know, make Kotori comfortable with like letting go of like his like leash, basically, like letting go of like what she did to save him, reopen his wounds so she can survive. They both survived, but I don't remember exactly quite how it ended. Kotaro woke up, he was like fine. I don't remember if Kotori was still around or she left. You can remind me in the comments or like even on chat on stream if you remember exactly what happened per se. But for now I think I will leave Kotori on C. Just because I don't exactly remember the ending. I know like build up to the last scene per se. But I still think like it was C. Let's go with Lucia. Lucia wrote. Even though I don't like I said, like Lucia wrote was like very uneven and I kinda put her like on lower tier. I think like Lucia wrote is like one of these like kinda better ones. Like on B, like it was like cool that it did not end it with like just healing Lucia out of everything, you know? It was not as happy ending as we like maybe could like thought that we would get. Like, hey, she just got like actually the poison out, or they made the super essence for her. No, she's still like actually contaminating everything. Kotaro is still with her, and they changing like locations from time to time. This is like very open ending where we don't know when and if they're going to manage to create the super essence for Lucia. But they're still together. And this is not the worst. And this ending have actually quite a lot of hope for the future. So I'm going to put this on B. Because it's just alright ending. I don't think that was like good per se. I didn't feel like having great vibes with it or anything. It was just okay. It was like the most like realistic scenario ending, basically. You know? So I think I will put this on B. Shizuru. Let's do Shizuru now. Okay, so in Shizuru Road, the key destroying the world at the end. I mean, it's different from other roads. I still don't understand why, to be honest, up until this point. I don't know if anyone in the playthrough explained this per se in comments. Like, usually when we have like a Song of Destruction, like, we saw what's happening in like Akane Road, for example, right? Like, plants are growing and like destruction is happening, but in Shizuru Road, everyone just like getting Thanos. They just snapped out of existence and no one remembers them. Why this is different from everything else? I don't quite get this. But anyway, table says disappearing. So there's like just few shelters that can save from this, and Kotaro's staying behind to protect Shizuru and the others. I don't remember exactly why he stayed behind. I think like him like rewriting himself basically to become like a familiar. Like he was like outside of the shelter that Shizuru went to. I think like like Kotaro acted as the shield from key power, per se. I think. No, wait. Oh, I remember now. Sorry, my bad, my bad. Chizuru was connected at this point to Kotaro. Because she used her powers to heal Kotaro and she like lost her like hearing basically. She took the hit when Kotaro took the hit because he became basically her familiar even though she's not a Gaia member or the summoner. So Kotaro stayed behind to break the contract and to become and to rewrite himself, so he's going to like detach himself from Shizuru so she can like survive. So that was like self-sacrifice from Kotaro to save Shizuru, even though they never managed to get like to eat Saori together and everything. He still kind of regretted this, but ultimately like wanted her to survive. So Kotaro stayed outside, effectively becoming a tree, right? And Shizuru went with survivors to the underground shelter, probably built by guardians, so they had technology probably to like repel whatever key power have. That's why they survived. I don't know how long they were there. Few months? Weeks? Years? Hard to tell. I don't remember if you had this info. But ultimately, they survived, went outside after some time, and yeah, she saw a tree and knew that this is Kotaro basically that saved them. Was that the greatest ending? I don't think so, but it had emotional impact because of like Kotaro's sacrifice. I think I'm going to put this on B. Is this better than Lucia End? Shizuru wrote better than Lucia End. Shizuru ending, sorry. It's very similar, I would say. From like a take like on like overall ending, I think that Lucia wrote is better, but like from vibe and feelings side of matters, I think like Shizuru ending was better. They're on very like even footing here, I think. But I think I will leave Lucia ending as better one. Like overall, slightly better. Let's go with the moon. Moon ending. What the fuck happened there? Once again, moon ending is the one that is like weird as hell. So we're like having like one last battle against army of Sakura Kashima familiars with everyone else. Moon Kagari figured out how to create the world where life can still exist in the future. So she created a Fury and pushed the Aurora, the life force, together with this Fury back to Earth, because she was like using the Earth energy basically for this, right? She tried to recreate life on Moon, but it was not possible. So she gathered this and launched this back to Earth. It was very like dynamic ending with a lot of battle, but it was weird. I think it's also I think it's once again one of these like mid endings. Like I don't feel much out of this ending what happened there, to be honest. That was okay, but was it better than others? I'll put this above Shizuru ending probably. Should I put this above Lucia ending? Oh, this is harder than I thought. Moon Road is so uneven. I don't know what to do with Moon Road. Let me know in the comments what do you think. How does this look for you? I don't know. I think like I like the realism basically of Lucia Road ending better. How realistically it ended. I think I like it more. So I'll just like leave the moon on the middle here, with Shizuru being slightly behind. Like Shizuru ending. The Terra end. The beginning of the new world, basically. The finale of the fury that Kagari on the moon created. The new world where like we are using familiars as the source of power and everything is exposed thanks to Kotaro and Jasmine. Kotaro, if I remember correctly, also rewrote himself totally. Yeah, he rewrote himself totally. He became basically a this universe Sakuya, in a sense. I don't know if that's metaphorical or not, but he and the other group and the rest visited Kagari on the moon because he had like memories from the other timelines. So he remembered Kagari from the moon that made everything in the Terra Road to actually happen. It's actually quite nice for the ending that the characters don't remember Kotaro, because they have no way of remembering him. This is actually a very realistic part for this that I really like, but at the same time it sucks, because I would like them to remember this. But yeah, it makes sense that they don't. I think I will put this on like its own tier. I'm going to put this on like blue, and let's... how do I call this? I don't know, maybe not. Delete. I'm just going to put this on S. That was like perfect ending basically for everything. But we have still the road above. We're gonna do the Oppai ending. This is the Oppaistic ending. That's the one true end. We won against Akane, against her schemes. We proved that the supernatural is possible, and we rewrote the world itself to the better one. Instead of like going to the moon, we should just do that. We just made the Booba to save the world. Obviously the peak writing. Okay, I find like that's going to be my ending tier list. I think it's a little bit different, or maybe similar to the road ending. Let me check the picture that I saved for the roads, and let's see if this is similar. There are some changes, I see. Actually, I'm going to put the image for the comparison. So it's this one. The one on YouTube also, you can check it out. So on the right side, above me, like next to me, you have the roads tier list that we had. And on the left side, there's the ending tier list that I came up with. So there's some differences, especially in like B and C. There's some shuffle. Moon Road is just the Moon Road. But yeah, there's like a little bit of shuffling here. But yeah, I think like this is going to be one episode for YouTube as well. We're going to have both roads and endings tier list. So yeah, let me know in the comments what do you think about the tier list for both roads and for the endings. Let me know what would you change. And yeah, and let me know also what you want me to play next. Like I said in the previous episode. And at the end of like rewrite episodes as well. Because soon after this, like, episodes going to show up on YouTube. I'm going to make the tournament pool basically for what I'm going to play next after rewrite. I have some propositions already gathered from rewrite videos, but maybe you want to add something because we still have a little bit of time. And as I mentioned, I think few times before, I will play Harvest Festa as separate thing. I don't think I will include separate Harvest Festa as the main series on the channel, but I will go play it like as the short story format that I do on the channel sometimes. Because it's kinda shorter visual novel. So yeah. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me. And yeah, I will see you in the new series on the channel, or maybe on one that's already on the channel. And yeah, let me know in the comments what do you think about the lists that were today. And I will see you next ones. So hit that like button if you liked the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord, and become a member if you would like to support me and see episodes earlier. Thank you once again, and for a Pocket Watch, as you can out. Okay, let's save this. So this is the endings. Yes. This is endings. I'm still surprised, like, actually people joined for rewrite tier list. I'm actually surprised. Like, I'm actually surprised that someone someone joined. So I'm happy that I had like someone to talk to instead of like just recording this all by myself. I had some free time on hand, was awake. Cool. What is what's the image? I have to work night shifts, so I miss your streams a lot. I don't stream that much, I think. Wait. Let's see. Did I stream a lot? I'm not doing like random public streams mostly. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I actually record quite a lot of streams recently. True. But I haven't recorded rewrite on streams though. I think like every time I recorded Rewrite on stream, like no one joined ever. I think. And when I'm like recording IO and White Album, there's like always people to talk to. Maybe that's why I never recorded Rewrite pretty much. I kinda felt alone. I don't know, maybe the next series is going to have like more attention in general. Because Rewrite on the channel, it kinda like whatever, I would say. That might be like similar, similar, similar views and stuff. But interaction-wise, it was like very bad. I would say that I'm not caught up with the Rewrite playthrough, so that's one of the reason I didn't see most of your Rewrite streams. Oh, sure. I mean, like, if you already played Rewrite, then you could just jump in because you know the game. That would be like no spoilers for you. But sure. Like this stream just happening like so random. I'm blind, so you are we. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry for the spoilers. Holy shit, I didn't know. But you could expect from the tier list to contain spoilers, I guess. I'm okay with spoilers. Okay. So you're, I think, like the second person on the channel that watched the playthrough blind together with me. The other is Sorcerer that watches IO. He's blind playthrough on IO as well. He haven't played this. So he's like making furies in the comments and stuff. Like we are furizing with each other. But I think like I'm near the end, basically, as well. I just enjoyed the community reaction to visual novel Let's Play. Yeah. It depends on the visual novel and if actually people comments. But yeah, when they comment, then that's awesome. Like, most... I think like, maybe not most, but like... Actually, maybe most partial enjoyment of me like recording visual novels is like actually comments section and like interactions on like Discord and stuff. That's why like some of the I'm like less reluctant to read some of the novels, record basically. I'll have like more breaks in some novels instead of others. Because I feel like nothing really is happening and I'm like, I'm recording another episode, someone's like watching this probably or just opening, but like nothing happening. I'm surprised not the heroine's roads are meat, but everyone gets beaten by Stakuya. Yeah. If I'm correct, even anime or like gags, like I think like there's like anime spin-off or something with like chibi characters or something, and they even like a memes about this. Even there, it's like they calling every like Chihaya Road basically Sakuya Road, and Chihaya is like, why you call it Sakuya Road? Something like that. Like Sakura is just like living meme, the goat. But you know, this is just like my interpretation of like roads. Like Xa said here as well. Like Shizuru road is better for him. Like this tier list. Like, God damn it, yeah. Like Shizuru Road is apparently better, and like Terra Road is like mid, and for me like Terra is peak. So yeah, it depends. Should we just treat Sakura as the unexpected scenario or the MC? But I guess reminds by the guy character. I'd suggest Symphonic Rain or Magicoi. Yeah, okay. You know what? I would just add this to the list, I guess. I wanted to wait until like episodes going to drop, but I can add this probably. Also, on one of the streams with members, like when I was like recording, I think like a week ago, we did actually the tournament chart already. But if like something is going to be added, then I'm going to just expand this. But we already made the chart. If I don't know what... Okay, I know what Magico is, but I don't know what the Symphonic Rain is. And I don't think these were suggested. Yeah, they were not suggested, so these are too new. There was like suggestion for like other Magicoi game, basically. So you just added the main game to the tournament. Because there's the other one that's called Tsujodo-san, Jod Road something? Or something like that. I cannot even pronounce that. This is like the spin-off or something of Magicoi? Or like happening in the same universe? So this is on the list as well. Yeah, that one. The Tsuji something, yeah. That was added on the list. Under like rewrite episodes. Okay, so I'll just add these two, and we'll see like what will happen after the videos going to drop and stuff. What are you like in like with like rewrite? Which like road? Are you doing like Kotori Road right now, or like something else? Kotori. I was going through it. Oh, you were going through Kotori Road. Oh, okay, so the first road. Okay, sure. Actually, I don't remember the order I played these roads, actually, now. I know, like, there's, like, the order that people, like, suggest how you should play, but I usually go blind, so... I think, like, I'm by mistake went mostly in how people think I should play. Yeah, Kotori was my first road. I think, like, people say that Kotori should be the first and Akana should be the last, and I actually played it this way. And apparently in, like, Rewrite original game, instead of, like, Rewrite Plus, Akane Road is locked until you play some other roads. And in Rewrite Plus, you can get to her road, like, instantly. This makes no sense to me. Like, why would they, like, let you play this without playing others? Like, it makes no sense. That would be so goddamn confusing. Cool, but confusing as fuck. There's certain games that have a heavily suggested play order, but I don't think they made any major hiccups. Yeah, I think like the only per se like visual novel that I played in order that's like suggested to play. Like I actually looked at the order of play and I had to like redo the episode to go back on track to get the road. It was Dies Irae. I think Dies Irae was the only one that I got convinced I should play the order that should be played. Because like in original game, in Dies Irae, I think like roads were locked and you had to play them in order. How the writer wanted. And in like Steam version, basically you can play whatever you want. I didn't learn how wonderful Mario Road is, how I want the structures. Yeah. Got exhausted of Haruki, exactly. And also when I like this is like actually fun. Like if you would be like if you would actually be catch up with rewrite, right? With videos, you would realize that at some point in rewrite, I think in Akane Road, I don't remember now in which road it started, but I started constantly mistaking Kotaro for Haruki. I was calling Kotaro Haruki. There's like I think like 1 hour episode where I constantly called him Haruki and never called him Kotaro. I don't remember which episode, like which road, but I started like actually having problems with these two. Start calling Haruki Kotaro in my album too. Oh. Also from like the new series that are like happening, like the short series, like I've recorded like Chusatsu, right? I think I will do the Chusatsu 1.5 as well. It's like 3 hours sequel or something, I think. I'll just add this to the main playlist. I think I'll just like go with it. And then I will change side game to something else. Cessna Cadusa Lucia or something similar. That's good, wipe out the entire series. I mean, Satsu is like okay, but it's like it's good, but it's weird. It's I don't know. It's like it's there. It says no. I'm just thinking if like any of these characters have like any similar like characteristic to like any other of like White Album characters. Like Haruki and Kotaro at some parts are similar in some parts. I think that's why I start calling him Haruki in one of the roads. You might have entirely new schedule by the new year, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'm probably White Album 2 is going to still take quite a while, but yeah. The thing is like the more I have to play, the more my like you know thoughts are diverged from the main series, so I'm forgetting stuff more often. And it's like easier to get exhausted That's why I'm taking breaks sometimes from some series and I'm like not recording or something. Yeah, pretty much. That's why I'm taking breaks sometimes. And that's why, like, you might benefit from taking a week or two off. Nah, that's too long. Like, I'm trying to record basically ahead. So, if I feel like burned and stuff, then I still have like 1 or 2 episodes ahead so I can just like schedule them up and like not record for some time. I might take a, like a week or something break from like one series, for example, to have more time. But like not entirely, I think. Option to taking a break after you finish the game. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Like I finished Rewrite and I'm not doing like the main series instantly. I literally have no main series for the Rewrite slot right now. That's why I'm doing first tier list for the game. I'm going to upload them, then I'm going to make the tournament thing. Tournament is going to take probably a week or something, then that's another time, and then I'm going to record and put something, so it's another week. Yeah, it will take some time. I don't want to take it like a long time to put it off. But yeah, I have like more time to like record White Album and IO right now. And I'm nearly finishing with IO, I think, as well. Apparently, it's going to be hard to get the last ending or whatever ending I'm getting now. Where I am now. Maybe I will boot up some guide for this, but I haven't decided that yet. I will see how hard it's going to be to find it out. But yeah, pretty much like I'm finishing the second series, so I might be like done with like 2 games at the end of this year. Hello. We missed the tier lists. We finished. I'll put the then tier list done. Tier list done. I'm going to put it like that. Oops. I'll put another image. Image. What is the image? Because we did 3 tier lists. Image 2. And what I have on screen? Endings? Or roads? Wait. No, I have roads, so endings is a different picture. Endings is this picture. Yeah, okay. Let's just put this like behind. I'm going to copy this. Can I copy this somehow? Copy. No? Okay. Oh, I can. Okay. So the top one is roads. Yeah, this is the roads. So this one is roads. And this one is endings. Endings. Oh, because I made a copy. It's like changed everything. Okay. But anyway. I think yeah, like it's been like 2 hours, so I'll just like finish the stream. I think like we're done. I will just edit this, upload, then we are going to have like rewrite, tournament and stuff. Jesser, you just joined, so if you want to like mention what I should play, like after rewrite, you can like mention it as well. Like I plan to like gather like more ideas. What I should play next. I have pretty much the tournament chart ready, but if anything else to add, the vote pools will be good as well. Okay, let's see. Let's wait a little bit. Okay. Okay, I think like nothing going to happen. So okay, so thanks for joining, and yeah, I'll see you on like streams and videos and stuff, and like next series. So yeah, see you around. Thanks for joining. That was fun one. I really like thought I would be like alone for this tier list stream, but I'm glad I was not. So yeah, thanks. See ya.